Hey YouTube, hello MGTOW, hello YouTube. Now, I begin. I'm I think I figured something out. I'm hoping that do you know how I've had to put a lot of work into this? I've had to put a whole lot of work into this. You know how much of a pain in the ass to write this is in three different in three languages that is not English. It's a pain in the ass. Now, I come to realize that these idiots, seem to not grasp the concept. Maybe by speaking it in English and writing it down in English, they're not getting it. They're not getting the translation. You know? Now, I figured. I'm figuring it out. I'm really thinking about this. You know what I mean? I know my Arabic's a little bit better than the Chinese and the Japanese. Simplified Chinese and Japanese. My Arabic's just a little bit better. But I figure you give them options, they may be able to understand it a little better. You know? Now, I know Japanese traditionally and traditional Chinese and Arabic goes from right to left. But do you know how difficult it is to write from right to left when you're literally born and raised in a country that writes from left to right? Let me tell you all the hurdles that I had to go through. First, I had to read the translation from Google. Then I had to remember how they write. Now, the Japanese is a little cat fornicated sideways. The Chinese is, again, it's not my language. The Arabic, I'm a little okay on. I figure if you write it in 4 different languages, and let me tell you this, my freaking right hand is killing me. So, yeah. Figure if you write it in multiple languages, they just might get it. I'm hoping that if I write it in multiple languages, they'll get it. I don't hate women. I don't hate women. I'm just disappointed of what they've become today. I'm just sorely disappointed of what they've become today. Now, if I screwed up on the other two, at least I know the English and the Arabic got my point across. You know? I'm not just a MGTOW. I'm not just a soldier in the National Guard. I'm not just a truck driver. I'm a scholar of life. I literally had to teach myself this stuff. This is called self-improvement. Can you say it with me? Self-improvement. Ladies and gentlemen, self-improvement at its finest. As I said, I don't hate women. I'm just sorely disappointed at what they've become. I remember seeing the stories, hearing the stories of accomplishments in history when a man and a woman would have worked together. I'm beginning to think those were fairy tales. Walt Disney, Mickey Mouse, BS fairy tales. No, my condolences to the women who actually can do that, who actually paired up with the right person can actually work together and build something amazing. But to those women, let me break this to you. You're gonna have a. I do feel. I feel bad for you. You know. I feel bad for you. I feel bad knowing that many of you are going to go through life searching, tripping over trash men because don't get it twisted. There are trash men just like there are trash women. That repeatedly dog you out. So that when you do find a decent man that won't dog you out, you dog him out. You know? I feel bad for you. That you, in conjunction with these trash men, continue to make MGTOW. I don't hate you. I'm just sorely disappointed of what you become. I don't hate you. I just don't want to be, I just don't want nothing to do with your toxicity. I don't hate you. I just don't like the way you've been indoctrinated. I don't hate you. I'm just sick of you trying to push what I'm supposed to feel on me. I don't hate you. I'm just sick and tired of having to fight 100% while you are going 10%. Now I heard stories. Now here's what I'm dealing with. While other married men, what other men that are been divorced are dealing with having to take medication or go to counseling, having to build themselves up so that they don't end up in the ground. My hat's off to MAGA, man. Thanks for bringing this topic up. I always give props to where props is due. Hats off to MAGA, man, for bringing this topic up. While men who have been married are dealing with depression, drugs, alcohol, and prescribed medication to keep themselves from being too far down in a depression, here's what I'm dealing with. Every year, it's not even every year, I become more cold and callous. I become more cold and callous and my sense of humor becomes darker. My sense of humor becomes darker, more crass. And I don't know if that's due to being a truck driver, but then again, my sense of humor has been always dark and crass. Now, what I'm saying is, I don't like to. I was told that somebody would ask that the right woman would mellow me out, but there seems to be an absence of the right woman. Oh, food. Yeah, you need some food. Food? Yeah, it's about that time. But, this is what I'm dealing with. This is MGTOW signing off.